She was warm yesterday, laughing at your jokes, replying fast, asking questions like she actually cared. Today, short replies, late replies, or worse, no replies. And now you're sitting there staring at your phone like it personally betrayed you. You start replaying everything you said, every emoji, every haha. You even consider sending that dangerous message. Hey, did I do something wrong? Pause. Don't do that, because hot and cold behavior isn't confusion. It's a test, sometimes conscious, sometimes not. But the moment you beg, explain, or chase, the test ends and you fail it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to regain her interest without begging, without over-texting, and without turning into that guy she slowly stops respecting. And yes, it works even if she's already pulling away. Stay till the end. And if at any point you feel attacked, don't worry. It's not personal. It's just psychology doing its thing. Also, quick favor, if this video saves you from sending a double text today, hit subscribe. Consider it emotional damage control. Now listen carefully. The first move is not what most men expect. When she goes hot and cold, your instinct tells you to go hot too. More effort, more attention, more reassurance. That instinct is wrong. The real move is to mirror her behavior. Calmly, quietly, with dignity, not to punish her, not to play games, but to stop bleeding value. When a woman pulls back, it's usually for two reasons. Either she's checking if you'll lose control without her attention, or her attraction dipped and she's watching how you handle discomfort. In both cases, chasing hurts you, so instead you match her pace. If she replies after hours, you don't reply in seconds. If her messages get shorter, yours don't suddenly become essays. If she goes silent, you don't fill the silence with panic, you breathe, you step back, you live your life. And here's the important part most guys miss. Mirroring is not acting cold, it's acting centered. You're not angry, you're not needy, you're simply not over-investing where energy isn't returned. This shift does something powerful. It breaks the pattern she got used to. She expected you to chase, she expected you to explain, she expected you to prove yourself. And when none of that happens, her mind starts working for you. Why isn't he reacting? Did something change? Is he losing interest? That tiny uncertainty does more than 1,000 texts ever could. Because attraction grows in space, not pressure. Mirroring her behavior isn't manipulation, it's self-respect. And the moment she feels that you can stay calm without her validation, the dynamic changes. After you stop chasing and start mirroring, something interesting happens. The noise in your head reduces. You're no longer reacting to every small shift in her mood, and that's when step 2 becomes possible. Because regaining her interest is not about convincing her. It's about raising your value where it can't be ignored. Hot and cold behavior often starts when attraction becomes unstable, not gone, just shaky. And when that happens, words stop working. Explaining yourself won't help. Asking for clarity won't help. Even being nice won't help. What helps is visible growth. Here's the uncomfortable truth most men don't want to hear. Somewhere along the line, she started to feel like she had the upper hand. Maybe you became too available. Maybe your life started revolving around her. Maybe nothing dramatic happened at all, and familiarity simply made things dull. So instead of arguing with reality, you upgrade yourself inside it. Start with your body. Not because looks are everything, but because effort is felt instantly. When you train harder, eat better, move with more intent, your confidence changes before your body does. Your posture changes, your voice changes, your patience changes, and women feel that shift even if they don't know why. You don't announce it. You don't send gym selfies asking for approval. You just quietly get better. Then comes your lifestyle. If your routine is wake up, work, text her, sleep, attraction slowly suffocates. So you expand. You reconnect with things you ignored. Friends, interests, movement, curiosity, not to make her jealous, but to remind yourself that your life is bigger than one person's attention. When your days are full, your energy stops feeling needy, and neediness is what pushes people away faster than anything else. And finally, your social energy. Men underestimate this part. When you're socially active, respected, and comfortable around others. It sends a signal you don't have to explain. It says you're wanted. It says you're grounded. It says you have options. That doesn't mean flirting with everyone. It means not isolating yourself emotionally around one woman. And here's the key thing. You don't do all this to get her back. You do it so that whether she comes back or not, you're still winning. Ironically, that's what pulls her interest again. Because when she senses that you're improving without chasing her approval, something flips. Now she's unsure. Now she's watching. Now she's wondering where she fits. And that's when attraction quietly starts rebuilding, not through words, not through pressure, but through presence. Now, this is where most men mess it up. They mirror her behavior. They work on themselves. They start feeling a little stronger again. And then the moment she sends one warm message, they collapse back into old habits. Step 3 is about creating curiosity without disappearing, because attraction doesn't grow from constant access. It grows from uncertainty mixed with safety. When a woman goes hot and cold, she's often used to one thing, you being available whenever she wants. So when that pattern changes, her mind fills the gap. Why isn't he texting like before? Is he busy? Did I lose my place? This is not fear, it's curiosity, and curiosity is fuel. The mistake men make is thinking they need to fully vanish to trigger this. That's not true. You don't ghost, you don't punish, you simply become less predictable. You reply when you're free, not when you're anxious. You engage when it feels natural, not forced. You stop explaining your schedule like you owe her access to your time. And when she reaches out, you stay warm but brief. You don't overshare. You don't dump emotions. You don't rush the moment. That restraint sends a message without saying a word. It says, I enjoy you, but I don't need you to feel okay. Now here's a small but powerful shift. Occasionally you're unavailable, not fake busy, actually busy. If she suggests meeting and you already have plans, you don't cancel your life for her. You respond calmly. I'd like to, but I'm tied up tonight. Another time. No drama, no guilt, no apology tour. This does something deep in her mind. She expected priority. She got respect. And respect builds attraction faster than attention ever will. Then comes social visibility. You don't flood social media. You don't post for her, but you don't hide either. A picture with friends, a random moment out, a hint that life is moving. No captions explaining everything. Let silence do the talking. Her imagination will always work harder than your words. And here's the part most guys don't expect. If she truly likes you, curiosity pulls her back. If she doesn't, this process saves your dignity and your time. Either way, you win. Because step 3 isn't about tactics. It's about control without control issues. You're not forcing anything. You're allowing her to feel the space she created. And when she feels that space, she often wants to close it. That's when messages change. That's when tone softens. That's when interest shows up again. And if it doesn't, you're already standing taller than before. If you remember one thing from this video, let it be this. You don't fix hot and cold behavior by trying harder. You fix it by staying steady. When you stop chasing, you regain balance. When you improve yourself, you regain value. And when you allow space, you regain attraction. None of this is about control. It's about self-respect, because the moment you stop begging for attention is the moment attention starts to return. And even if it doesn't, you walk away stronger, clearer, and far more grounded than before. If this video saved you from sending that one desperate text you were about to send, do yourself a favor and hit subscribe. Your future self will thank you. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're stuck right now. Hot, cold, or completely confused. I read them all. I'll see you in the next one.